can never stress a thing. And we gon' go another day when we don't disagree. And when the sun's shining, regardless if you do believe. Hey, still awake in the morning when I see your face. Need you more when you go, I need you more every day. Keep a foot on the brake in case I lose all control. Yeah, so baby, don't lose control. I'm focused on you, baby. Lately you've been in my aim. I've been reaching out for you and still they're so far away. Looking through the smoke in the mirror. Crazy how I see you so clear. Crazy how I
Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. I am really excited for today's video. It's a little bit different than anything that I've ever really done. I've been doing a lot of, how do I put this, self-reflecting lately, reflection on thyself, and it has been very eye-opening to say the least. I've picked up on a lot of bad habits that I have, and I've picked up on some positive habits that I want to continue, and so that is what this video is going to be. It's going to be just a very honest, open, I'm really excited to share my quirks with you guys. Back in like January, February, I kind of fell into a funk. I didn't want to train, I didn't want to eat proper, I didn't want to do this, I didn't want to do that. All the things that basically have made me into the person that I am, I didn't want anything to do with them. And so that was kind of hard to swallow. That was a very hard pill to swallow, to say. I honestly felt like I was just going through the motions and doing things just because that's what I was supposed to do. I finally pulled myself together, got through that. Obviously here lately, I've been dealing with some tidbits of anxiety, and I am, you know, addressing that as well, but I can honestly say that I've found my passion in fitness again, and that's been over the past few months. I love training. I have started allowing myself to incorporate more cardio, which is something that I never did, because honestly I enjoy it. It is a stress reliever for me. Running around the lake is, oh my gosh, it's like you can't be on your phone, you can't be talking to people, it's just you and your run, and it is so peaceful.
If I was going somewhere, I was running.
So finally finding that fire again with my healthy lifestyle has just really fueled me to reevaluate things, make sure that I'm not doing something that's going to taper out or burn out or anything of that nature. So really just like reflecting on my habits has been a huge game changer lately. I don't want to fall back into a rut at any given time, and so basically I am reassessing things to make sure that I continue the healthy habits, get rid of the bad, start new ones, and follow through with them. Right now I'm going to a coffee shop, and that is one of the first bad habits that I had, is drinking coffee all day long. All day long. It's not acceptable. It's not okay. It kills your adrenal glands. It shoots your adrenal glands through the floor, not even through the roof, through the floor. Not only that, but I just recently learned that it can also suppress serotonin, which is a very, very, very important happy drug, happy feeling, happy hormone. So the first positive change that I am making, that I am sharing with you guys, is when I wake up in the morning, instead of reaching for the coffee first thing right out of bed like I usually do, I am starting to drink water instead. I am going to drink a full tumbler of water. I've actually already finished mine. You guys saw me with this morning in the kitchen. I'm gonna drink a full tumbler of water before I even allow myself coffee. And then after that, you know, if I want to go to a coffee shop, I enjoy working at coffee shops, sitting outside while it's still nice out before it gets cold. I'm gonna allow myself to do that, but I'm going to limit my caffeine intake. I'm very fortunate and I'm very thankful that I have the opportunity to get 8 hours of sleep every night, and for the most part I do. So that being said, I shouldn't have to live and survive and thrive off of so much coffee and so much caffeine. Now that I've shared that with you guys, I'm heading to a coffee shop to do a little bit of work, and I'll catch up with you guys after that. I'm en route to the coffee shop now, but the second one that I wanted to talk about is listening to positive words in the car. I cannot stress this one enough. There have been a lot of car rides where I literally just feel like I'm listening to the same songs over and over. I'm not saying I don't like listening to music when I'm driving, because I do, but there is nothing better than a good podcast or listening to a sermon. I've really been enjoying listening to sermons lately, even at home. Like when I'm working on my laptop, I'll pull up, you know, a sermon on my laptop, listen to it while I'm working, whatever I'm doing, and it's just so refreshing to hear such positive words, empowering words. You feel good when you get done listening to it. Like I said, I'm not saying that I don't thoroughly enjoy jamming to some music with the windows down and the sunroof open, driving down the street. I do. But when I'm feeling stressed, or I feel like the weight of the world is on my shoulders that day, or I just feel like my to-do list is a mile long, sometimes it just feels really good to hear words that empower you and make you feel like, you know what, I've got this. So my second bad habit, listing it now, was not listening to enough podcasts, not trying to listen to uplifting, powerful words every single day. And I'm trying to switch that. Even if it's just for 5 or 10 minutes, that 5 or 10 minutes can really shift your mindset. So that is my second bad habit that I've had. Working on it, you guys heard some of the sermon that I was listening to. That was T.D. Jakes. He is an amazing pastor. If you've never heard of him, look him up on YouTube. He's actually based here in Dallas, which is really, really cool. It is 11 o'clock, and I still haven't had coffee. So I'm really craving this cappuccino that I'm about to get. I'm gonna get I'm gonna get an almond milk cappuccino, and I will show you guys that when I get to the coffee shop.
Make me smile, smile more when I see you. Smile less when I miss you. No, I don't wanna be left alone. Oh no. Smile more when you come back. Smile more when I see you.
I'm home from the coffee shop now. I got a little bit of work done, but I'm gonna eat, take a break from my laptop, which is on to another tip that I have and another bad habit that I have. Eat, take a break, thoroughly enjoy my meal, and then get right back to work for a little bit. I'm waiting for my smoothie bowl to freeze and I can put the toppings on it and eat it and enjoy it thoroughly. I want to talk about another bad habit, and that for me used to be eating the same foods all the time, which I still have my like staple meals, of course, everyone does, but I used to be completely scared to stray from that. I was scared to eat anything off of a meal plan, and that's just not healthy. It's not a good mindset to have. I'm gonna give myself some credit and say that the past few months I have changed that completely. I eat out pretty frequently. Nico and I go out a lot. Not only that, but I'm not scared to try new recipes. I've been addicted to creating and trying out new smoothie bowl recipes here and there. That's something that years ago I never would have done. It's fun to try new recipes. It's fun to enjoy your foods, and it is so important to actually enjoy your food. I know it's a crazy concept, but there are so many people that live in the fitness lifestyle or live a fit lifestyle that feel like you have to eat the same old boring meals every single day, and that's just not the case. I've partnered with Lifesum for this video, and you guys, it is just an awesome app. Not only does it allow you to find fun recipes, but it walks you through them. And I've tried so many other recipes. There are so many that you can choose from, whether you're a vegan, vegetarian, have a lactose allergy, have a certain type of food preference, anything of that nature. For me, it has just been a really good way to find easy recipes on the go, whether you're at the store trying to find ingredients or if you're at home ready to cook, whatever the case may be. I mean, you still can enjoy some fun things, right, Harlow? Like donuts. Do you want a donut? But honestly, Lifesum just makes it that much easier to find fun recipes. Mix it up. Don't be scared to try new things. Eat different foods every day. Life is short, and it's all about finding the foods you enjoy and a way to incorporate them into your daily food intake. Be like Harlow. Eat more donuts. Nico is in California for work for the next week and a half or so. So I am puppy sitting this little one, and she's a handful. She's a puppy. She's a puppy. But she's a ball of love. She's a sweetheart. I have nothing bad to say about her. Time for the little sit down, chit chat portion of this video. Like I said, this video is about telling you guys all of my bad habits, which I have quite a few really, really bad ones. And then all the good ones, the ones that I'm trying to transform these bad habits into new ones, because honestly, in my personal opinion, when you have a bad habit, you either can let that carry you down and weigh you down, or you can choose to make an alteration to it and make it into something positive. I just now sat down and made a list of all the bad habits that I could think of. 1, too much coffee, way too much coffee, and I already talked about that. Number 2, not enough quiet time for myself. And I think that one's really, really important, especially for someone that has been dealing with anxiety. Not to just like isolate myself from people, but to be able to step back from chaos and stress and a workload, to be able to like reevaluate what it is that is stressing me out or weighing me down. 3, having a peaceful atmosphere. For me personally, that means less TV, less noise. I'm typically one of those people, because I live by myself, that I will turn on music, I will turn on TV, I will watch a YouTube video, I will do so much and turn different things on for noise to drown out any silence. And honestly, the past couple of months, I've actually learned to grow to like silence. And I feel like it actually calms me, clears my mind, gives me so much clarity. So for me, bad habit, way too much noise, less TV, less noise, more quiet time. The fourth bad habit that I have is not enough stretching or foam rolling. Now, I know we can all relate to this. We all go through seasons where we're not doing that enough. Your body starts getting wear and tear on it when you train on a regular basis if you're not taking care of it the proper way, the way that it should be taken care of. So for me, bad habit number 4 is not spending enough time foam rolling or stretching. My fifth bad habit, and this is not now, but this was like 3 years ago, and I wanted to bring it up because I feel like a lot of people might be able to relate to it, is having a bland, boring, routine diet. I put a lot of emphasis on this one because there is nothing maintainable about that. You are going to go out to eat at some point in your life and you are going to binge. You are going to go crazy. If you're craving something, for me, I crave acai bowls all the time. So what do Nico and I do? We go out and get them all the time. Smoothies. I mean, there's so many different things that I crave that I incorporate into my diet pretty often. Like I said, we go out to eat like 2 or 3 times a week. We go out on the weekends, we have a date night. I get veggie burgers and sweet potato fries, or we'll have pizza. We had pizza a couple weeks ago and it was so good, all the bread. Having a routine, bland, boring diet is not beneficial. It might be for the short term, for, you know, say a competition prep or something of that nature, but long-term goals should outweigh the short-term goals, in my opinion. And you should transform this into a lifestyle and not a diet. So number 5 was having a routine diet, and like I said, that's not now, that was me like 3 or 4 years ago, but this might relate to you right now watching this video right now. Number 6, oh boy, here we go. Number 6, overworking. I used to pride myself in being a workaholic. There is nothing good about this. I could go into this. I'm actually setting my phone down because this is a topic that I could talk a long time about. So let's step back 3 or 4 years ago. I would literally open my laptop at 6:30 a.m., start working. I would take a couple hour break to train and work out, pick right back up where I left off, and literally work until 7 or 8 o'clock at night. Not healthy. Not healthy at all. And I'm stressing this one a lot because I know the damage that it did to me mentally back then. The burnout is real. The burnout can be very, very real when you're facing something like that. You have to give yourself the grace to rest, to have days off. And so that is one of my bad habits that even still I'm working on. I am a very goal-driven, tunnel vision focused woman, and yes, that is a beautiful thing and it is a great trait to have and a great personality, but there has to be balance. And one thing that I'm learning lately is it's okay to take the weekends off. I think that when you don't work a regular 9-to-5 job, because I am self-employed, that it is very easy to fall into the trap of working 24/7 all the time, thinking that if you take time off, you're gonna fall behind, and that's just not true. I was talking to Nico about this a while back, and I basically just said, look, it goes like this. At some point in my life, I was convinced that if I didn't work, I was gonna fall behind. And if I don't do the work that needs to be done, no one else is gonna do it, and I'm gonna fall even more behind. And to an extent, that is true, but there has to be, like I said, a balance. And so for me, this is probably one of my worst habits, is working and working and working and working, and I will literally run myself into the ground if I'm not careful. And so lately, I actually just last week, 2 weeks ago, Nico and Kendall, bless her heart, I love Kendall, they kind of intercepted me and they're like, Brittany, you are going to take time off. And they initially said you're gonna take 2 weeks off. It lasted 5 days, but for me, that was a big step. I've never really stepped back for that long. You know, even on vacations and trips and travels, when you work from home, your work follows you. And so for me to step back for even just 5 days was a big deal for me. So I guess I'm really opening up right now about that weakness of mine. It's very, very easy for me to fall into a work trap. And I'm sure a lot of you guys watching this can relate. If you're self-employed, if you're a female entrepreneur or anything of that nature, you know what I mean. I've talked on this topic long enough, but this is my biggest bad habit, my biggest vice, my biggest weakness is working myself into the ground. And maybe this is me having you guys hold me accountable, making sure I take the weekends off. You know, whether that's not posting on Instagram or not posting a YouTube video on the weekends or not doing Instagram story or just posting when I want to and not feeling obligated to. Yeah, it's a big deal for me. So that is my, wow, I think I talked on this topic for like 5 minutes. That is my biggest bad habit. So since I talked on that forever, I'm just gonna skim through these other bad habits of mine. Leaving the shades down during the day. Open those babies up. You need sunlight. Eating food on the couch. That's a good one. You know, I never really thought anything about this. Every time I was on the couch, I kind of like correlated, it's like my mind was like, oh, you should be snacking right now. You should have something to eat. Like, I don't know, it was just, there was something about it, like my body was regulated to think that when I was on the couch, I had to be eating something. So that being said, I'm switching and I've been eating at the kitchen counter like a normal human being. Not saying we still don't eat at the couch sometimes, you know, like when Nico's over here and we have like food in or Uber Eats. Uber Eats, oh my gosh, I need to work on that one too. We eat on the couch, but I'm not letting it become a regular thing. Number 9, laying on the couch at night on my phone, on my laptop, with all those blue lights that apparently throw your sleep system out of whack. Guilty. I am so guilty of that. We all are. And I've been really cautious of this lately because I've noticed that the nights that I journal or the nights that I read before bed, I go to bed peacefully. I go to bed with one thing on my mind, rest, maybe a couple other things, but you know, like not a whole slew of things. And I feel relaxed when I'm on my phone. I feel uptight. I'm already thinking about the workload tomorrow and I feel just a little weighed down. So for me, that's one I've been working on, is getting away from the phone and the laptop at night when I'm laying on the couch. And number 10, and this kind of goes hand in hand with being a workaholic, having a quitting time. When you're self-employed, like I said, and I've already talked about, I'm not gonna go on a tangent with this one too, it's very, very easy to work all day, every day, but it's not healthy. So for me, that means making a set time every night to put my laptop down, whether that's 4 p.m. because I started at 7 a.m. or maybe 6 p.m. because I didn't start till 10 or 11 a.m., whatever the case may be. Now stepping into the positive, the good habits, the healthy habits that have been transforming my life ever since I started them.
Nice accent. You sound like Forrest Gump.
The first healthy habit that I have started doing, and I have been doing for a couple of months now, is journaling or writing daily. Journaling daily and writing daily has really helped me get my thoughts and clear my thought process and put it into words. So whether that's writing in an actual journal like I was this morning, or maybe it's writing a note on your phone, or writing a caption, or writing a letter to a friend, or writing a message to someone that means something to you. Whatever it is, I promise you that you are going to feel so good and you will have so much clarity when you're done writing whatever it is that you're writing. Take it from me, someone that used to be go, 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 taking 20 minutes every night or every day or every morning to journal and collect your thoughts is absolutely 100% worth it. This one might sound absolutely crazy to some of you, and maybe some of you guys can completely relate, but candles. There is something about having a cozy space at night with 3 or 4 candles lit that just really sets the mood. It calms me, it gives me clarity. Again, clarity is such a big thing for me lately. And it really just helps me feel relaxed at home and at peace. If that means making a weekly trip to the candle section at Target, then I'm all about it, because you know what? At the end of the day, your mentality is everything. I've already said this one, but the third thing that I'm doing to completely transform these bad habits into good is to foam roll and stretch for 10 minutes every single morning, whether that's first thing in the morning when you wake up and roll out of bed, or maybe it's a little after, you know, you have your coffee or you have your tea or you sit and talk to your significant other. Whatever the case may be, whenever you have the opportunity to do that, do that. The fourth healthy habit is trying new foods and keeping things interesting. Thank you again, Lifesum, for the fun and helpful recipes. You guys, I cannot stress this enough. If your diet is boring, you're not gonna stick with it. Life is about tasting things and enjoying things and going out and experiencing new foods and experiencing fun atmospheres, because there are so many places. I live in Dallas, and there are still so many places that I have not seen that I want to go visit and try these foods. It's good for your mindset, it's good for your soul, it's good for your heart, and it's good to have that healthy balance. My fifth healthy habit is having quiet time at night. Now, I cannot stress this enough. Like I said, there is nothing worse than laying in bed and you can't sleep because you're already stressed about the next day. You're already thinking about the things you didn't get done today that you have to do in the morning, all of those things. There's nothing worse than that feeling because you're not gonna sleep good. Going to bed, having a quiet time every single night, even if it's just for 10 minutes, read a book, learn something, listen to something, whatever it is that calms you, do that. The sixth healthy habit that I am starting to do is shutting my laptop down at a designated time every day. Like I said, whether that's 4 p.m. or 6 p.m., whatever time of the day works best for you. I think it's all about capitalizing on when you are the most productive during the day. Don't expect yourself to be productive all day because you're not going to be. For me, it's in the morning. Some mornings I'm more productive than others, and that's okay. Some nights are the nights that I'm just like throwing ideas around like crazy, and I'm like, oh, I've got to write this down, so I'll take the next morning off. Like, you have to find that healthy balance. It might not always be structured, but as long as you give yourself the grace and the permission to step back from work every night, that's what matters. The seventh healthy habit that I have in my life is to move every day. Now, this one has been in my life for quite some time now. I've never really had a problem sticking with exercise. However, there's just something that makes you feel good. You can be super stressed, feeling overwhelmed, feeling unmotivated, kind of like Carlo. Hey, little girl. Hi, what are you doing? And just moving and sweating and moving your body, it helps you be in tune with yourself, in tune with your body, your mind. It clears your mind. It gives you clarity, the endorphins, everything, you guys. I shouldn't have to go on about this one. Move your body every single day, whether that's walking, running, lifting. If it's your off day and your rest day, go for a walk, walk the dogs, walk with your boyfriend, like whatever it is, go out and do it. The eighth one I've already talked about, and that is listening to a sermon or a podcast every single day, something with uplifting, upbeat words.
What is your mind?
The ninth one is allowing myself 2 days off every single week, 2 full days. I used to work 7 days a week. That is no longer. I've been doing this for quite some time now, and it feels so good because guess what? Almost everything can work again if you unplug it, including you. And I know that's a cliche quote, but it's absolutely true. I am undoubtedly more productive the days after I take a couple days off than I am when I try to just push through, because your brain starts getting foggy, your thoughts start getting muddy, and they're not clear. You can't get anything done because you can't focus. But if you allow yourself 2 days off every week, or even just 1 day to start out with, it is going to be a game changer. And number 10, this one is important, and I'm sure a lot of girls will be able to relate, but dressing up for yourself. That is exactly why I'm not in workout clothes today. Getting outside, going somewhere, whether it's just a coffee shop or running to the grocery store, but throw on an outfit that makes you feel confident. Throw on something that makes you feel good. I'm sure a lot of you can relate, but it's very easy, especially me, when I work from home or I'm always working out or at the gym or sweating or something of that nature. It is so easy to fall into that workout clothes everyday vibe, which is cool, but it feels good to get dressed up out of gym clothes too. About a month ago, I realized like I have all these cute clothes in my closet that I never wear because I'm always in workout outfits and leggings and gym shorts, and that's fun and it's comfy and it's great, but it starts feeling kind of, you know? Surely someone watching this video can relate. And it just feels good to get out of gym clothes from time to time. So for me, that means dressing up 3 days a week. That's a lot for this girl because like I said, I'm usually always in gym clothes. So 3 days a week, whether it's me and Nika going to coffee or date night, whatever the case may be, it's fun to just throw on a cute outfit, go out for a couple hours, then come home and get out and get into your gym clothes. All right, I think that's all the sit down chit chat I'm gonna do for now. I am getting ready to head to the gym, and then it's juice time. my favorite spot, Nectar Juice Bar. This has parsley, kale, celery, apple. I don't know what else. I forgot. But I just know it's really good for you. I usually get 2 or 3 of these a week. They just taste really good. They are higher carb, but I truly, truly love them. But yeah, that pretty much sums up my video for the day. I was gonna plan on filming more of my workout, but that didn't happen because I was kind of in a bit of a time crunch. So that's that. Like I said earlier, if you guys want to see a video over my kitchen organization, how I did it, what I did, where I got everything, give this video a thumbs up right now. And if you guys like these vlogs, these kind of taking you through my entire day vlogs, then let me know below. As always, thank you so much for stopping in on my channel, and I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye!